Welcome to our deep dive into the future of home automation. We're diving into Foxomate Robotics, a company based in Dubai that's creating some seriously impressive smart homes.
Dubai is really becoming a hub for this kind of cutting-edge technology, isn't it? It seems like the government and the people there are so ready to embrace innovation.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. So let's talk about what Foxomate offers. They have something called the Foxo Server, and they describe it as like the brain of their smart home system.
That's a really good analogy. The Foxo server connects and controls all the devices in your home. You know, your lights, AC, security cameras, even appliances like your coffee maker, all from one central platform.
So does that mean I wouldn't need a zillion different apps on my phone for every single gadget? Because that would be amazing.
Exactly. No more app overload. You can manage everything from one app, which makes things so much simpler. And because all your devices are talking to each other through the Foxo server, you can set up really sophisticated automation scenarios.
Sophisticated automation, huh? Okay, you've got my attention. Give me an example. What kind of amazing things can I do with this?
Imagine you come home from a long day and you just say, "Hey, Foxo, start movie night."
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Your lights dim, the blinds lower, the projector turns on, and your thermostat adjusts to the perfect cozy temperature, all with just one command.
Okay, I'm sold. But, sometimes technology doesn't always cooperate. What happens if the internet goes out? Does the whole system just stop working?
That's one of the things that makes the Foxo server so great. It operates locally, so even if your internet connection is down, all your pre-programmed automations will still work
Oh,
perfectly.
that's such a relief. Nobody wants to be locked out of their own house because the Wi-Fi is acting up. So it seems like Foxmate has really thought about reliability and convenience, but what about people who need more than just the standard smart home features?
They seem to really excel in that area. They're big on providing custom solutions, especially for people of determination.
People of determination. I haven't heard that term before.
It's a term often used in Dubai to refer to people with disabilities. And Foxomate is doing some really innovative work to create tailored solutions that can make their lives easier and more fulfilling.
That's wonderful. Can you give me some examples of the kinds of custom solutions they offer?
Well, for example, they've integrated continuous glucose monitors with smart lighting to provide visual cues about blood sugar levels for people with diabetes.
Wow, that's incredibly thoughtful.
And they've developed pet tracking systems using ESP32 cameras to help visually impaired individuals keep track of their furry friends.
That's amazing. It's so inspiring to see a company using technology in such a compassionate and inclusive way.
It really is. It seems like they're going above and beyond to make smart homes accessible and beneficial for everyone. And speaking of going above and beyond, they also talk about the Foxo server's support for multiple protocols. What exactly does that mean? Is that something I need to be a tech expert to understand?
Not at all. Essentially, it means you're not limited to one specific brand or type of smart device. The Foxo server can talk to devices using all sorts of communication protocols like Zigbee, Z-Wave, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, even some more specialized ones like KNX and Modbus.
So it's like a universal translator for smart home devices. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it gives you the freedom to choose the best devices for your needs without being locked into one particular ecosystem.
So if I love my Apple HomeKit gadgets, but my partner is obsessed with Google Nest, we can still have a happy and unified smart home.
Exactly. No more smart home family feuds. You can mix and match devices to your heart's content.
I love it. And I also noticed that they emphasize the Foxo server's ability to adapt to future technologies. What exactly does that mean in practice? Will I need to replace my entire system every time there's a new gadget on the market?
Think of the Foxo server like a really powerful computer. As technology evolves, you can add new modules or updates, much like installing new software on your PC.
So it's like future-proofing my smart home. That's a huge relief. I don't want to feel like I'm investing in something that's going to be obsolete in a few years.
Exactly. They've designed it to grow and evolve with you and with the ever-changing world of technology.
Okay, but this all sounds pretty high-tech. Is it going to be a nightmare to manage? I'm not exactly a tech whiz.
Don't worry, they've made it really user-friendly. You can control everything through their mobile app, which is called Foxo Panel.
Okay, that sounds pretty straightforward.
And if you prefer a more traditional interface, they also offer optional wall-mounted control panels.
That's great. It's nice to have options. What about personalization? Can I customize the system to fit my specific needs and preferences?
Absolutely. You can create custom dashboards that are tailored to your priorities. So if you're really focused on energy management, you can have a dashboard that shows you all your energy usage data in real time. Or If you're more concerned about security, you can set up a dashboard that gives you an overview of all your security cameras and sensors.
So it's not just a generic one-size-fits-all system. It's really about making the smart home work for you.
Exactly. And speaking of making it work for you, let's talk about sustainability. This is where Foxomate's approach gets really interesting. They're not just about making homes smarter, they're also committed to making them more eco-conscious.
I'm all for that. Tell me more about what they're doing in this area.
Well, they offer detailed energy usage dashboards, so you can see exactly where your energy is going and identify any areas where you could be more efficient.
That's great. It's like having a personal energy advisor right in your home.
They can even calculate your carbon footprint, which is pretty cool. And to take it a step further, they also have features for integrating solar panels into the Foxo Server.
Wow. So you could potentially power your entire home with renewable energy, all managed seamlessly through the Foxo server.
That's the idea. They're really trying to create a holistic approach to sustainability, combining cutting-edge technology with a genuine commitment to environmental responsibility.
This is impressive stuff. It's so encouraging to see a company that's not just chasing the latest trends, but is actually thinking about the long-term impact of their technology.
I agree. It feels like they're building towards a future where technology and nature can work in harmony. Now, we've covered a lot of ground already, from futuristic movie nights to eco-conscious energy management. Let's take a short break and then come back to delve deeper into the world of Foxomate.
It really is. It feels like we're on the cusp of a whole new era of home living. What strikes me is that Foxomate isn't just throwing a bunch of gadgets together and calling it a smart home. There's a real philosophy behind their approach, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. They're not just focused on the what, they're also focused on the why. What are some of the core principles that drive their innovation?
Well, from everything I've seen and read, it seems like their work revolves around four key values: innovation, reliability, customer centricity, and sustainability.
Those are some solid pillars to build a company on. But how do those values actually translate into their work?
Let's start with innovation. It's pretty clear that Foxmate isn't content with just offering the same old smart home features. They're really pushing the boundaries, exploring new technologies, and coming up with solutions that, honestly, most of us haven't even thought of yet.
Yeah, their commitment to multi-protocol support, custom programming, and that whole future-proofing thing definitely points to an innovative spirit. They're not just trying to keep up, they're trying to lead the way.
Exactly. But of course, as we all know, sometimes shiny new tech can be a bit, well, unreliable. How does Foxomate address that concern?
Well, they seem to have that covered with their emphasis on local control. By designing a system that operates primarily within the home network, they're minimizing reliance on external factors like, internet connectivity.
So even if my internet goes down, my essential smart home functions, things like lighting and security, will still work.
That's right. You're not left in the lurch if there's an outage. They understand that a smart home shouldn't become a burden if the technology fails.
That's such a crucial point. It's about peace of mind, knowing that the system is robust and dependable even when things go wrong.
Exactly. But it's not just about the technology itself. It's also about how it's implemented and supported.
And that brings us to their focus on being customer-centric. What makes Foxmate stand out in that area?
From what I've seen, they take a really personalized approach. They don't just try to sell you a prepackaged system. They really listen to your needs and tailor solutions to fit your lifestyle and preferences.
That makes a lot of sense, especially considering their emphasis on custom solutions for people of determination. It shows a real commitment to meeting individual needs, not just catering to the mass market.
Right. It's not about fitting you into their mold. It's about creating a mold that's perfect for you.
I love that. It's like bespoke tailoring, but for your entire home.
Exactly. But beyond individual needs, Foxomate also seems to be very conscious of, well, the bigger picture. They recognize that our choices as individuals can impact the planet, and they've integrated that awareness into their approach.
You're talking about their commitment to sustainability, right? It's so refreshing to see a company that's not just focused on technological advancement, but also on environmental responsibility.
Absolutely. Their focus on energy management, The ability to integrate solar panels, those tools they offer for tracking your carbon footprint, these all point to a real commitment to creating smart homes that are both intelligent and eco-conscious.
It's a holistic vision, recognizing that those individual actions can collectively make a big difference.
Right. It's not just about making your home smarter. It's about contributing to a smarter, more sustainable future for everyone.
It's inspiring to see that they're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk.
Okay, so we've talked about their core values: innovation, reliability, customer centricity, and sustainability. But how do these values come together to shape their overall approach? What's the magic formula, so to speak?
That's a great question. It's like a beautifully choreographed dance. Each value plays a crucial role, supporting and enhancing the others. Innovation drives them to create those cutting-edge solutions. Reliability ensures that those solutions are dependable. Customer centricity makes sure they meet the needs of each client. And sustainability guides their choices toward a more eco-conscious future.
It's a really powerful combination. They're not just building smart homes, they're building a smart future.
And they're doing it with a level of thoughtfulness and attention to detail that's truly impressive.
Okay, so we've talked about the what and why of Foxomate. Let's get into the how. How do they actually bring these incredible solutions to life?
Well, it all starts with a really deep understanding of their clients' needs and desires. They begin with a comprehensive consultation, really listening carefully to their client's vision for their smart home.
So it's not just about pushing products, it's about understanding the client's lifestyle, their challenges, their dreams for their home.
Exactly. They want to create a smart home that truly reflects the individual or family they're working with.
It's like we were saying before, it's like a custom-tailored suit, but for your entire home.
I like that analogy. It's about precision, personalization, and attention to detail.
Okay, so they've listened to the client's vision. What happens next?
Based on that initial consultation, they develop a detailed plan. They outline the recommended technologies, the automation scenarios, any custom solutions that might be needed.
So it's a collaborative process involving the client every step of the way.
Absolutely. They really believe in transparency and open communication, making sure that their clients feel informed and empowered throughout the entire process.
That makes sense. After all, it's your home, your sanctuary. You want to feel confident and comfortable with the technology that's being integrated into it.
Right. Once the plan is finalized and the client gives it the thumbs up, their team of installers and programmers gets to work, bringing that smart home vision to life.
It's like watching a symphony orchestra come together, each instrument playing its part to create this harmonious whole.
What a great way to put it. And their attention to detail is really remarkable. They make sure that everything is in sync.
But what happens after the installation is complete? Do they just leave their clients to figure things out on their own?
Not at all. They provide really comprehensive training and support, empowering their clients to manage and even customize their smart homes.
So they don't just hand you the keys and say, good luck.
Nope. They walk you through every single feature, answer all your questions, and make sure you really feel comfortable using the system to its full potential.
That's so important, especially for people who might be new to smart home technology. It can definitely feel overwhelming at first.
They really get that. And their support goes beyond just that initial training. They offer ongoing maintenance and troubleshooting, making sure that your smart home continues to run smoothly.
It's like having a personal tech support team just for your home. That's fantastic.
It is. Foxomate really goes the extra mile to ensure their clients feel supported. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, from their core values to their meticulous implementation process. But let's be real, smart home technology can get expensive, especially with all this customization. How does Foxomate approach pricing?
Well, they're very transparent about it. They give you detailed quotes up front, outlining all the costs involved so there are no surprises later on.
So no hidden fees or unexpected charges?
Nope. And they work with you to understand your budget and tailor solutions accordingly. They have a range of options to fit different needs and price points.
That's really reassuring. It makes this kind of technology feel more accessible, not just a luxury for the super rich.
Exactly. They're trying to make their vision of a smarter, more sustainable future available to everyone, not just a select few.
That's great. And wouldn't it be amazing if a smart home could actually save you money in the long run? I mean, isn't that the dream?
You're reading my mind. And that's exactly what Foxway emphasizes. They see a smart home as an investment, not just an expense.
How so?
Well, by optimizing energy consumption, enhancing security, and just generally improving comfort and convenience, a Foxomate smart home can actually help you save money over time.
So it's not just about having all the cool bells and whistles, it's about being efficient and ultimately increasing the value of your home.
You got it. And to make their solutions even more accessible, they offer financing options.
So even if you don't have a ton of cash up front, you can still experience the benefits of a truly smart home.
That's the idea. They're really committed to breaking down those barriers and making this kind of technology available to a wider audience.
It's wonderful to see a company that's not only technologically advanced, but also, socially responsible. They seem genuinely committed to creating a better future for everyone.
I couldn't agree more. This has been a truly fascinating exploration of Foxomate and their unique approach to smart homes. But there's still so much more to discuss. We've only scratched the surface of the implications of this kind of technology. Let's take a short break and then come back for our final segment, where we'll delve into some of the bigger questions raised by this incredible technology. Welcome back, The Deep Dive. As we've been talking about Foxomate, it's really striking me that smart homes aren't just about, fancy gadgets anymore. It's like a whole new way of thinking about how we live and interact with our homes.
I totally agree. We're not just automating tasks, we're creating these spaces that respond to our needs and maybe even anticipate them, which is pretty wild when you think about it.
Exactly. It's almost like this blurring of lines between technology and, well, humanity, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Tell me more about what you're thinking.
Well, remember those examples we were discussing? Like the smart home adjusting the lights and temperature before you even walk in the door, or proactively reminding someone to take their medication. It's like the house is developing a sense of awareness, like a human companion almost.
That's a really interesting way to think about it. It definitely raises some big questions about the future of our relationship with technology, doesn't it? Like, will our homes become more like partners or, even friends rather than just tools?
It's pretty mind-blowing, right? It
Right.
sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's not that far-fetched anymore. It makes you wonder how this is going to change our whole idea of what a home is, what it means to feel comfortable and safe and, connected to our space.
It's a whole new paradigm. And it's not just about the individual home either, right? Like Foxmate's focus on sustainability suggests they're thinking bigger about how smart homes can actually play a role in addressing some of these global challenges we're facing.
Yeah, that's a really important point. Imagine if our homes could actually be part of the solution to climate change by optimizing energy use, integrating solar power, promoting more eco-friendly habits. We could create a network of smart homes that are working together to reduce our impact on the planet.
I love that. Imagine entire communities where smart homes are collaborating to conserve energy and resources. That's a powerful vision. It seems like Foxomate is at the forefront of this movement, using technology to create a better future, not just for individuals, but for everyone.
It's really about using our ingenuity and creativity to solve these really big problems. It's not just about making our lives easier, it's about making the world a better place.
Absolutely. But of course, with all this advanced technology comes some ethical considerations, right?
Right.
As we integrate these systems more deeply into our lives, we need to think about things like data privacy, security, making sure this technology is being used responsibly.
That's such a crucial point. It's not enough to just make homes smart. We need to make sure they're also safe, secure, and, like you said, respectful of our privacy.
And it seems like Foxomate is trying to address these concerns. They emphasize local control, so your data isn't constantly being sent to the cloud. They seem to have transparent policies around data management. Those are all really good signs.
Yeah, those are really important things to look for when you're choosing a smart home system. It's about finding that balance between convenience and, peace of mind.
Right. It's about striking the right balance between all of these things, convenience, innovation, but also ethical responsibility. It seems like Foxmate is on the right track, showing that smart homes can be both technologically advanced and, ethically sound.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Foxomate Robotics, what are some of the key takeaways you hope our listeners will remember about the future of smart homes?
Well, first and foremost, I think it's important to realize that this technology is here to stay. It's not a passing fad. It's evolving so rapidly, and it really does have the potential to transform the way we live, hopefully for the better.
Yeah, I agree. It's not just about having a cool gadget. It's about creating a home that is more responsive, efficient, and, truly integrated into our lives.
Exactly. And second, I think Foxomate really highlights the importance of customization. The future of smart homes isn't about one-size-fits-all solutions. It's about tailoring the technology to the specific needs and, even the dreams of each family or individual.
It's about empowering people to create a home environment that really reflects who they are.
Exactly. And lastly, I think Foxmate's commitment to sustainability shows us that we don't have to choose between, technological advancement and taking care of our planet. We can and we should have both.
Yeah, I love that. It's about using our creativity and ingenuity to build a better future for ourselves and for the generations to come.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And if you're listening and you're feeling inspired to create your own smart home paradise, be sure to check out Foxomate Robotics.
You can visit their website at www.foxomate.com or give them a call at +971 551 393 282.
Well, that brings us to the end of another fascinating deep dive. It's been a real pleasure exploring the world of smart homes with you today.
Thanks for having me. It's always fun to dive into these topics and, explore the possibilities.
And to our listeners, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into the fascinating world of technology and innovation.